Hello, and welcome to Inside Inspired Women. On the show, we're going to discuss the journey to inner peace and inspiration. And our goal is to encourage, uplift, and inspire women everywhere. I'm your host, Dr. Tabatha Russell. And on this evening, I have a special guest with me, and she is none other than Miss Tierra Brown. And Miss Tierra Brown is a awesome person. She's a wife, a mother, and she is an empowered woman. Let me tell you, she is some kind of amazing. She is a U.S. Army soldier of 19 years. She is also the coach of women's empowerment. She is all about empowering women for them to be their best selves. She's also a speaker where she has recently spoken San Diego, California, as of January of this year. She's on task to speak again March of this year in Paris, France, y'all. Paris, France. I'm just saying, that is awesome. She is the author of Finding Me, The 7 Secrets to Unlock the Woman You Were Created to Be. And that's currently being sold on Amazon, as well as her women's empowerment is focused on empowering women to design the life they want and live unapologetically. I am so excited about that. She's also a vocalist where she has had the opportunity to sing for President Barack Obama for the national anthem on CNN at the presidential town hall in 2016 in Fort Lee, Virginia. She also helps women to release the weight of lack, disappointment, and regret to find their voice, identify who they are, and go from living an ordinary life to the life of their dreams. I will say, welcome, Miss Tierra.
Thank you so much. Wow. It is a pleasure and an honor to be a guest on your show. I truly appreciate this opportunity. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Yes, well, thank you for accepting my invitation. Let me just tell you, I understand that with our time difference, because you are in Hawaii, and let me tell you, that is on my list for me to come to Hawaii. Okay. I just absolutely love it. And from all the things that I hear about it, that is the life. Okay. So it is on my list. But thank you for making an exception to meet with me on today and being on Inside Inspired Women. We know that this being Saturday and it is mid-afternoon there, I am so honored to have you on here today. So today I want to get right into this and talk about all of what you have going on. First of all, let's talk about this book. You titled it Finding Me, The 7 Secrets to Unlock the Woman You Were Created to Be. Tell me about that. What made you decide to write about that?
Oh my goodness. When I think about women and growth and birthing different things, even outside of carrying a child and birthing a child, this book was like a baby for me, right?
Mhm.
I feel like for years it had been growing inside of me, but I needed a push to get it out. Um, I needed inspiration and I needed someone to tell me that it was okay to unleash, right? To let out some of the things that I had been holding on to. Um, because I've been writing for years, right? Even as a little girl, I had been writing, and we probably could find notebooks and journals and just things all over the place that had, little writings from me. And I will say that this book has been in the works for so many years, but it took um, it took courage and it took confidence and clarity and intentionality for me to bring it forth. And one of the driving forces was looking to really, really help other women. Um, if I cannot perhaps prevent someone else from going through some of the things that I have been through, I can at least help them as a guide to go through what they're going through, right? So that was the driving force behind writing this book. And whew, when I tell you, like, it was a process, but I'm so glad that I did it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me tell you, just from the reviews that I've seen, people are really enjoying the book. Like I'm seeing loads and loads of people talk about how much the book has helped them to really tap into their inner confidence, right? To unleash their inner power. And that is so exciting. So, how did you come up with the name for your book?
You know, finding me. Wow. Um, it wasn't hard to come up with the name because I just have been thinking about my own personal journey and the people that I know that I'm here to help and what my purpose is in life. Um, the name is so fitting because I had to go on a personal journey that started like several years ago, you know, really, really understanding who I am as a woman and what it takes to walk into my purpose. And so, you know, the title, it just came really, really easy finding me because these secrets, these steps, they are exactly part of the process that it took for me to get to this place where I am now, finding me. So,
Awesome. And I saw that you wrote 7 secrets to unlock the woman you were created to be. What would you say is your favorite key, that favorite secret that you put in there?
whew, you know what? That's a great question. And it's funny because the other day, I don't know, I know you're an author as well. I don't know about any other author, but to pick up your own personal book and like go back and read it, the other day I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm taking notes in the book and everything. But one of the secrets that is my favorite and what I hold most dear to me is the very first one, which is to remember the things that you have said that you want for your life. Remember that you have said that you want to start this journey of discovering who you are and remembering that when things get hard, you have to go back to that decision that you made that, look, I want something more for my life. I know I was created for more. So I just keep going back to that because any decision that we make, we're going to have hurdles and stumbling blocks. So you always have to go back to that. What made me want to do this in the first place? So that's my favorite secret. My top one. It's like when things get hard, go back to what made you go on this journey in the first place.
Right. I
That's the
love
top
it.
right there.
I love it. I love it because that is what will keep you grounded, right? Like when you go back to your first love, that thing that really captured your attention to begin with. I mean, there's nothing better than that, right? That is really life changing. How were you able to find time to write this book? Tell me about that.
Oh my goodness, because time is so precious, right?
It is.
Um, and unfortunately, my 24 hours is the same. I don't have 48 where somebody else has 24, but I really had to be intentional about knowing that there's a starting point and a finish point, and if I did not create that space and the atmosphere and the time to get it done, it would not happen. So really carving out time each day to kind of work towards completing the book. And one of my favorite things was I had already been doing this anyway. I love walking like early in the mornings. Over here in Hawaii, the sun it doesn't come up to almost like 6:30 time frame, and I'm up before the sun comes out. But I love walking early in the mornings and listening to stuff. And when I'm not listening to something inspirational, I may have some thoughts or ideas that come to me. So sometimes I will record, right? And that was one of the things that helped me really write this book um, I won't say in the fastest way possible, but that was one of the things that helped me because, yeah, I have a busy schedule. So being able to take my walks, which is something I love, and record at the same time, it really helped me put things in order and utilize my time to the best of my abilities. So,
Absolutely. Well, I will tell you that you did that well, even though I feel like that you found some extra time in that 24 hours, right? Like me, I'm always looking to see if I can borrow somebody else's time because my 24 ran out, right? So I understand
right.
about segment and time, right? So let's talk about what would you want people to take away from this book? Like, I know that anytime that you set aside time to write your book, you really want to drive a message home to people. So, what would that message be that you really want people to? Hey, first of all, pick this book up, right? And from what I've seen, once you pick it up, you're not going to put it down. But there's there's a message in it. And if you had to sum that up, what would that be?
To sum up the message in finding me, the whole purpose around it is for the woman that is the thermostat of her home and she controls the temperature and the atmosphere of everything that's going on in her life. It provides guidance in order to be able to be that thermostat and be the change agent and be that motivation, that innovator for anything that you desire to do. So to bring it home with finding me and really understanding about who you are as a woman and who you were created to be. Um, on my personal journey, it was about unlocking my purpose because we can spend a lot of time doing a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And at the end of the day, you find yourself like frustrated and not really clear about what you want for your own life. So finding me is about purpose. It's a roadmap to help you get from where you are today to that person that you really want to be. So I would say it's like a GPS.
I love it. I love it. Well, I will tell you that that GPS will definitely get some people on the right track to finding their purpose for sure. Now, reading through your bio, it says wife, it says mother, it says uh, author. It also says that you are a women's empowerment coach. So let us talk about that for just a moment, right? Like I
Okay.
told you, I feel like that you have found the cheat code to an additional time outside of 24 hours, right? So tell me about your coaching empire and what it is that you do to empower women.
So what I do to empower women is first and foremost help them with their confidence, understanding who she is and what she was created to do, right? Because some of the women that I've encountered, they are stuck in this cycle of the go along to get along, or being the people pleaser, or if I don't show up like this, no one is going to accept me. It's almost like they're one person outside of the home and they're another person inside of the home. And so my favorite thing about coaching women and the whole women's empowerment is helping them unlock the confidence and just to know like it is okay to know who you are and show that. Like be yourself at home and be yourself at work. Like don't switch because you get confused, right? It gets confusing. And part of that was because years ago that was me, right? Being a part of being in the military and being a wife and the mom and being a leader, I found myself at work being one way and at home being another way. And I wasn't happy. So I love working with a woman and being able to watch the transformation, right? Of not really understanding her power and what she can do with her life and taking her on this journey and this process to be able to impact her community, her family, and even deeper than that, reach the people that she was put on this earth to reach. So I that's it for me. That's the game changer. Like when you see the lights come on in the woman's face and it's in her eyes and it's like, I got it now.
I love it. I love it. Can I just say, you just dropped 10 jewels right there. Okay. You really just lit all the way up talking about women's empowerment. And I will say that that is so needed nowadays, right? Like I'm a coach's coach, but I am in the sphere of working with business women who want to go from employee to CEO, that want to create multiple streams of income, as well as those that want to become that next level businesswoman, right? I teach you how to go from the dining room table to brick and mortar if necessary, right? Or expand whatever it is that you're working on. But women's empowerment, that really is a game changer. And so I will say hats off to you for taking on that assignment, right? Like that's a really good assignment. But you said something that was really important there. And you talked about being in the military. You've been in there 19 years. So tell me, what has that been like?
Ooh, it has been a journey. It has been beautiful. It has not been so beautiful, but it has been a blessing. The biggest, I will say, the biggest blessing of it all is not only the honor and being able to serve my country and travel, but also to be the wife and be able to have my children all while serving my country. Like it's been a journey. Um, it has not always been easy, but at this point, I can say I wouldn't change it for the world because I grew up in the military, like right out of high school. So yeah, it's been my life, and yeah, it's been beautiful. I've had the pleasure of meeting women all over the world. So that's why I really love women's empowerment because of so many women that I've met throughout my military journey, traveling several different places and just seeing some of the missing pieces that some of the women did not have, and some of the missing pieces that I didn't have when I was coming up through the military. and now being able to put those pieces together in this beautiful puzzle and be able to continue to give back. Um, the military helped with my heart of service, so the service continues.
That is awesome. So tell me this now, what's next for Tierra and the Brown family? What are you guys going to do? Like, you're coming up on 20 years in the military. So what are you going to do next?
So, what is next? Well, for Tierra, I will be retiring at the end of 2022. So that is super exciting. I'm looking,
Congratulations.
thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to be, it's a new chapter, right? I'm closing one chapter and going into another one. It's almost like closing one book, like a book of 20 years worth of things, right? But with that, retirement, being able to spend more time with my family, actually enjoy the island, right? I'm super excited about that. So, what's next for Tierra is retirement and continuing to reach the women that need to hear me, reach the women that um, may not necessarily be in this place where she's that confident to be able to say, hey, this is what I need. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Making more impact, more speaking, doing more speaking, which I enjoy.
Yes.
Um, and also more traveling. You know, we've done a lot of traveling as the Brown family. We've traveled a lot for the country, you know, for being in the military. So now I look forward to doing more traveling as a family because it's on our list to go do it and it's not, you know, for work. So I'm super excited about that. What else is next for the Brown family? Just the dynamics are going to be changing. You know, this will be mom's first time really, really at home in a long time, like at home for more hours and not having to put on a uniform and go do all of those other awesome things. So I'm looking forward to being at home more and being able to really, really dive in a little bit more into being at home and taking care of the family even more and, you know, spending more time with my husband and traveling.
Awesome. Well, I already know that you're going to have your coaching empire in there. How will things change for that space? How will things change for women empowerment once you retire for you?
So when we talked about the whole 24 hours, right?
Hmm.
And attempted to cram things in there for my coaching empire and for women empowerment, I will have more time to devote to my clients. And one of the things that I'm really, really looking forward to is reaching out to more women within the community that I'm a part of and being able to spend more time with them, being able to have coaching, being able to have events locally so that I can, you know, impact more women here on the island. Um, yeah, and for my coaching empire, continuing to build, creating employment for other women, right? Because
Yes,
yeah, I know that that's important, um, and I know that it's better to not always have to do everything on your own, right? And
that's
have a
right.
team. So I'm really, really looking forward to more time that I will have to pour into other women, help other women, you know, create employment and financial stability for themselves and their families. And I guess the biggest thing is just having more time to pour into my business so that I can impact more people and
Awesome.
impact more women.
Awesome. I will say that I am looking forward to seeing how your coaching empire is just going to explode even the more. I know that you've been serving our country as well as serving women and getting their confidence back, right? I am so excited about what that is going to look like, even the more coming in just the rest of this year, right? And when you retire, oh my goodness, game over, right? So I cannot wait to see what happens for you. I'm so excited about sharing this space with you about the book. I am just overjoyed about what you're doing as far as that is concerned. Finding Me, the 7 secrets to unlock the woman you are created to be. I mean, that in itself just says a lot. I will say, everybody be encouraged to go ahead and find that on Amazon. How would you say that other people can find you on other platforms? How could people follow you?
Okay, so I am on Instagram as I am Tierra Brown, and I am on Facebook, Tierra M Brown. Apparently, there's a lot of Tierra Browns out there, right? So Tierra M Brown. But yeah, on Instagram at I am Tierra Brown.
I am so thankful that you stopped by the Inside Inspired Women studio on today. I am currently in the space of the man cave, which is my husband's domain, on this evening so that we can conduct our interview. And I'm so thankful for you sharing this time and space with me. I'm so excited about all of the great things that you're doing to empower women as well as serve our country. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. And I look forward to hearing about all the great things that you're doing. And we'll definitely have you on the show again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and for everything that you do for Inside Inspired Women and the impact that you're making. So thank you so much. And I look forward to being invited back. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care. Until next time, remember, inspiration comes in many forms, so look for it, embrace it, and most of all, inspire others. Take care.